This is my backyard arcade. It's called the Shed-cade. It's an absolute dream come true for me. But it's full. We had planned to move and buy some land to build a bigger arcade, a new house on, but the prices of land, houses, and interest rates going up put a stop to that. We decided to just convert this spare room upstairs from our home gym to more arcade space. We moved the gym equipment into a corner of our master bedroom since it's a huge room and we'll just work out in there. Once the room cleared out, we moved in our 2 pinball machines and I got a racing cockpit. Well, here we are. This is the new room for arcades, and yes, I have the fisheye lens on because this is not a very big room. You can actually see it's pretty small. I think it's only like 10 by 11 or something crazy. Maybe 11 by 12, I don't remember. Either way, it's not very big when you talk about putting real arcade machines in here. It is upstairs. It is difficult to get stuff up here, so you're not going to see any full-size machines here other than the pinball machines because they aren't quite as heavy, and we've gotten 2 of them up here fairly easily. It's always tough, but my wife and I can get it done ourselves. If you remember, I was talking about building my own racing MAME cabinet, and I just haven't done it, and I think this is going to be the next best thing for me. I did not want this in the Shed-cade. I didn't think it would fit in very well, but it works out here, or up here, and I'm enjoying it so far. I even bought a gaming PC. I'm not a PC gaming guy, but I bought one, and that's allowing me to run, you know, more modern games, but also I'm running Rush 2049 Project R, and that's a game I've wanted to have in the Shed-cade, and I just can't, and it looks great on a 43-inch 4K TV on Project R. Some of you may remember this room if you have been watching the channel for a long time. This is actually the room where the channel started. This was my old game room when I didn't have the Shed-cade, and it was very small, and all I could fit was arcade 1-ups in here. In fact, this is where the original arcade 1-up sat, right against this wall. The Killer Instinct arcade 1-up mod, that's I think where my first video was recorded, so this room is at least part of the channel in some way. But as I said before, it is not very big, so we have not a lot of room to expand, but we are going to expand some in this video alone because this is not enough for an arcade. That said, I do want to talk about these pinball machines. You have not seen the one on the right, unless you're a member. I didn't really talk too much about it. The one on the left has made an appearance on the channel a few times. It's our 2017 Star Wars. If you can't tell, my wife's a big fan of Star Wars. Lady Cag loves Star Wars. We've had a lot of fun with this machine. In fact, we had so much fun when they announced this one. Lady Cag really wanted it, and of course she loved the limited edition, and I'm actually not upset about buying the limited edition now. It was very, very expensive, but I think it was worth it. I love the upgrades you get on it. These expression lights really make a big difference, and I know it looks kind of gimmicky if you're just looking at it like, oh, big deal, it has LED lights. But when you're playing the game, these lights can make this game feel like a totally different game in an instant. They can change to a different color, the entire play field changes to another color, and it just feels like you're playing a different table suddenly. It's pretty cool. We really enjoy it. You might see some more of this on the channel soon. Now the question is, what will we buy next, pinball-wise? I don't know. I don't know that we will buy more. I'm sure we will eventually, but right now we're still paying this beast off. But I did save some room for one, maybe right here. There's just not a lot of room in this bedroom, so we're gonna have to make do with what we have. In this video, we're really focusing on just making this a game room, and this is what we have so far. By the end of the video, we'll have a lot more, hopefully. Let's talk about the lighting. We bought some hue light for in here. We can change colors, all that stuff. This old LED strip has been here since I had it as a game room, or my original game room, and I never had enough to finish it, so it doesn't go all the way. I don't know what we're gonna do with this yet. It may stay for now, and we'll just figure out a different solution in the future, but for now it's fine. We also bought this Govee light that projects stuff on the ceiling. Let me see if I can hopefully show you. Kind of gives you like a nice little light show on the ceiling. Thought that was fun, so we have Salacious Crumb sitting on top up there. This TV here was just recently moved up. I need to patch the holes in this, or at least at some point during this video process. I decided to keep this in here. We're never gonna watch TV in here, but in the Shed-cade I run music videos, and you know, have the volume low, just stuff from like the 80s, 90s, and today. I don't even know what video this is. I found playlists online and it runs them and just keeps them going. Oh, it was something John Lennon, I guess, but pretty cool. It adds kind of like a retro feel to the room, having the classic music videos, almost like having MTV on when you were a kid. Still have some gym equipment on the wall here. That may or may not get removed on this video, but at least it's out of the way so I can start putting stuff in here. We still have a decent amount of open room. So you're gonna see some arcade 1-ups come in here, which is something I never thought I would be buying again, but I have bought one. And maybe we're gonna bring the Star Wars from downstairs into here just to see how that feels in the room. I think it would fit nicely. And I've got another little machine that's gonna come in here that I never thought I would ever have, so it's kind of cool. And I think up here, I'm gonna get a Stern Pinball neon, a real neon light to go up above either, maybe up here or between the two windows here. We haven't decided yet, but that's all gonna happen in this video, so let's get going. First thing that's gonna go in, I think, is gonna be right here, and it's gonna be an arcade 1-up. And here it is, the Golden Tee giant, I don't know if this is an XL, I don't know what this is, but it's all one-piece cabinet, no riser, no nothing. Now your first question is probably, why the heck did you buy a Golden Tee cabinet? You're the fighting game guy, you like, Midway games and all that. Well, this is a game that I have kind of wanted from Arcade 1-Up, and that's just because I don't have anything with a trackball currently, and I thought it might be kind of fun to have. The ultimate goal, though, is that I'm just going to change this out, change the guts of it out, mod it into either a real gut-filled Silver Strike cabinet, or maybe go the Techno Parrot route. I didn't realize that Silver Strike and the modern Golden Tee games are emulated. There's plenty of room in this cabinet to put a PC inside, mod it up. The problem is I just need to find the time and the patience to get Techno Parrot Golden Tee running, get Techno Parrot Silver Strike going, but I think that would be really fun, and I'm gonna get bored of this super quickly. I've had it about 3 weeks now, and I'm already kind of bored of it, to be honest, but it's interesting. Every now and then I'll jump on it and play it. But the ultimate goal when buying it was to essentially just turn it into a more modern game. Now, if I do go the PC route, I'll have a trackball. I can do a bunch of trackball games I could never have before because none of my cabinets have that. All right, we have Foo Fighters on the TV there. I just wanted to back up and show you a little bit better shot of it. It actually looks more like an arcade without the riser. That's just one of the arcade 1-ups that's coming in here. I'm gonna bring in the Star Wars cabinet that I modded long ago that's lived downstairs in our living room. We're gonna put it in here and at least try it. Lady Cag's not 100% sold on not having it in the living room, but I think it would fit really nice in here. And here we are. The Star Wars Arcade 1-Up mod is in the new game room. In fact, we don't have a name for the new game room. So you guys start thinking of names and leave them in the comments, but here it is. Not only is the cabinet here, the stool is in here too. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the cabinet, because it rarely makes an appearance on the channel, this is the Star Wars Arcade 1-Up. We modded it a long time ago with a PC inside, added some buttons in there, and light up buttons just for show for the most part. Also over here we have LED lights on the back that give it like a nice blue glow. So it's been cool, but it's been downstairs. It's been in the living room. Lady Cag loves this thing. A subscriber of the channel bought this for us long ago. Thank you to that person who wanted to remain anonymous, but let's see. When I put the PC in it, I actually ran B Kong's build for a long time, and then I simplified it at some point and just started putting all these games on it, because that's really just about all we play. Funny thing is, though, I don't really need these games anymore because I've got the racing setup behind me. When I did this mod, I didn't even have a Hydro Thunder machine. Now I have a Hydro Thunder machine. Now I have a Rush the Rock machine. So I don't need a lot of these games, but I can play H2 Overdrive. And this is the game that gets the most play, to be honest, Empire Strikes Back. So it's going to mainly be the one we pick, and that's going to be the one that stays. But I'm excited to have it in here, and I got to tell you guys, that's not what I was going to tell you. I have to tell you guys that Lady Cag was not sure about leaving it up here. She loved it in the living room. Well, now she's coming around because she's already looking at stuff to put in the place where this went. So I think this is going to stay in here. That's not the last thing we're bringing into the shed. I keep wanting to say shed-cade. The last thing we're bringing into the shed-cade annex. That's what I'm temporarily calling this room. It's going to be another interesting machine, and I'm just going to turn the camera around right now and you're going to see it. Here we go. And there it is. We got a claw machine. It's a tiny claw machine, but we have a claw machine in the shed-cade annex, since that's a temporary name. No, this lamp is not part of it. It's the same Govee lamp. I just rearranged a bit. It's actually sitting on a stand from IKEA because it's only about, I'm going to be guessing here. I do not remember off the top of my head, but I think it's like 30 inches tall, 15 3/4 all the way around, basically each size 15 3/4. Not super expensive. It's definitely a little janky and goofy and Chinese, but we got it. So Lady Cag's been wanting one of these. We've been looking at real ones. Like, I guess this technically is a real one. But we've been looking at real ones for a while now, and they're just going to be way too big. This is going to fit our needs a lot better. I'm going to do a whole video review on it, so I'm not going to say a whole lot about it now, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of it. It does have, it does like a little light show. It's hard to see, with how bright it is, but it's pretty cool. All the LED rim, or I don't know what you want to call that, T-molding, I guess. It's all LED. It changes on its own. Has a little marquee on it. Has Chinese style name, Lucky Game, oh, I can't wait to go play Lucky Game. This joystick makes me want to kill myself, but no, it's okay for this purpose. But if this was on a fighting game, I would literally kick this thing into the garbage. But anyway, we've loaded it up with snacks, with toys, goofy stuff. Now the cool thing is this thing actually runs on coins, and it can be used in a commercial environment. We'll talk about that in the review, but it is possible. Now, again, it's Chinese, it's weird. It was playing this obnoxious tune constantly. I finally figured out how to turn it off. But let me just show you how this, let me let you hear the tune for one and see me play a game. Yeah. Not a bad little tune. You kind of get a bop going to it. Hopefully the camera sees it. Oh yeah, we're getting down. Anyway, it gets very annoying. It was going off every 15 seconds, even when nobody was playing it. But look at this. Oh, I do have a timer. Let's see. I might actually be able to win something because I have it set pretty easy right now. Oh, I think I got it. Yep. Yay! And then your prize comes out down below. Boom. That one's an easy one to win. But yeah, like I said, there's going to be a video review on it, so I'm not going to talk too much more about it. That'll be coming as the next video. I just wanted to show you guys. Our Stern Pinball Neon has finally arrived. It came, I'm assuming, from China as well. I bought it on eBay. I'll leave a link to it in the description in case you are interested. It's very similar to the Midway Neon I have in the shed-cade, the Nintendo Neon, all from the same company. They always make really good stuff. And this is real neon. It's not LEDs. So we're going to turn it on real quick just to sample it, and then we'll get it up on the wall. Oof, look at that. I love the real glow of the neon. Like, it's nice. I don't know. The LEDs are cool too, but this is just kind of cool that it's a genuine neon. I'm going to put it up on the wall now, and then we'll look at it. And there we go. We have the Stern Pinball Neon sign up there. It's going to turn on when the pinball machines turn on. They're all on the same power strip, and we have them on a smart plug here. And here we go, the shed-cade annex, or whatever the heck we're going to call this. I need you guys to give me some suggestions in the comments. It is complete. Everything is in here. I'm going to go fisheye so we can see it better. There we go. And this is about the first form of it. Who knows what will happen down the line, but this is what I like so far. And it's a little tight, but there's, you know, probably a good 4 feet between those games there. It's not super tight. It's hard to tell with this lens on, but I'm happy with how it's turned out. We're having a lot of fun with it. We got the pinball sign up there above the machines. The games are running. This one did something goofy earlier. It didn't turn on. Like, it turned on, but it just sat there with a blank screen, and I had to reboot it. So we're going to keep an eye on that. These things are way too expensive to have trouble. Stern's definitely paying for that if there is a problem. The cruising setup is, well, cruising's running on the racing setup. The last thing I do want to do with this is I just ordered a new wheel. This one's been great for 10 plus years that I've had it. It's an Xbox 360 wheel, but it gets weak when it gets hot, and it gets, it's been giving me some trouble off and on, so I just ordered one of the Moza wheels, which everyone seems to like. And then back here, I do plan to do this off camera, but I'm going to clean these wires up a little bit more. I tried very hard when I built the cockpit to, you know, get the wires attached to the cockpit, and a few changes had to happen, and I never cleaned it up, but we're going to get that fixed too. Kitty Cag is enjoying her new bed. We put a new bed in here for her. She loves to do this. She gets underneath the blankets rather than on top, and she leaves a tail sticking out, I guess, to let us know she's there. Kitty Cag's area will never be removed until she's no longer with us, which we keep saying is probably going to be soon, but she's nearing 22 years old and is still doing pretty well. I mean, she's a little slow getting around, but she gets to have whatever space she wants until she is gone. So if I had to say, there is one more thing left to do, and I think it's time to just enjoy the games. I just want to say a big thanks to you guys for watching my videos, for supporting all this stuff. This is like childhood dreams come true for me. And the only reason I've ever been able to do any of this stuff is because of YouTube. You guys watching my videos, you know, YouTube gives me a little bit of money for ad revenue, and I've saved that money and I've turned it into a shed-cade in my backyard. I've turned it into buying my real machines that I've loved so much as a kid and getting to have them. So thanks again for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys get something from it too. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the new game room. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. There will be plenty more arcade content coming in the future. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.